My favorite way to make new plants is actually using a prop box. You take moss and perlite and throw your propagations in here. You'll get roots like these. Let me show you how to set one up. You're gonna need a plastic container. I found this one from IKEA for $5. Also some moss and some perlite. You don't need a completely clear container because this one's from the Dollar Tree. I've been using this one for a couple years. It works just fine. I never used this brand of moss before, but I just use whatever they have at the store. Look through it, make sure there's not any sticks or anything like that. I do take the sticks out, but I'm gonna spread out this moss and then I will moisten it. This container is about halfway full with moss because I wanna give the plants room to grow up. And then I'm just gonna moisten this. So I want this to be wet to the touch, but I don't wanna be able to squeeze water out of it. So this is moist, but I can't squeeze any water out of it. This is a good consistency, and now time to mix in the perlite. I like to put perlite in for drainage and aeration to the roots. And as far as ratio, I mix it in until it looks like maybe 50-50. So this is what it looks like with the perlite mixed in there. Now to add the props. All right, I found some propagations for the prop box. Now time to chop them up. All those propagations are cut up, so let's get them moved over to the prop box. I like to use a prop box because it is such an easy set it and forget it method. Honestly, if something is suffering from root rot, I tend to lean more towards moss and perlite because, I don't know, if you put it back in water after rotting, I feel like the rot continues. So you just take this node and you stick it in the moss, and I put the lid on, keep it in a warm, sunny window, and it kind of just does its own thing. It recycles the water. I have to respray maybe every couple of months. Like, it's really not that much. If you live in a high humidity environment, I've heard people have issues with mold. I would open it more often, get some airflow in there, or try using one with the vent. I really love to use prop boxes for wet sticks. So wet sticks are sticks that don't have any leaves on them, but they do have the potential to get roots and grow with a growth point. So I just throw these in there. I swear the prop box does magic. Sometimes people ask if I use a rooting hormone whenever I'm using the prop box. Honestly, it just depends. If I really want something to root, yes, I'll go ahead and use like prop drops, the liquid. But Pothos puts natural rooting hormone into your plants. It's the same stuff that's bottled into prop drops. So if you have some Pothos cuttings, throw those in there. The prop drops are just extra security and make sure it gets on the whole box. This thing is full and ready to go. So I'm gonna put this in a warm, sunny window, and this will be ready to go in no time. Like and save this video for whenever you wanna make a prop box.